There's only one good way to get better at the deadlift, and that is you need to practice. Practice means frequency. Frequency, frequency, frequency. Practice pulling heavy weight. The trouble is that heavy weight makes you sore, it freaking beats you up, fries your central nervous system when you pull too heavy. So it's gotta figure out and find where your form breakdown is and start practicing around there. And that's kind of what I'm thinking of right now. My form breakdown happens around the high 400s, like 485 or more. At 515, I get a little nervous and I end up trying to yank the bar to make sure I make the lift, which causes my lower back to get out of position or my hips to get out of position, causing my hips to shoot up a little too soon, causing a lockout of the knees too quickly, and having me to grind up. Once I pass my knees, causes me to have to grind into my body, bringing the bar into my body, but I've lost all my leverage. Just saw a great video by Massthetics. Freaking did a 600-pound PR at a body weight of 166 pounds. Got me pretty amped up and pumped up. Makes me feel so damn weak because I'm like damn near 30 pounds heavier than this guy. I'm just thinking, damn it. I need to fucking get through this. So I need to make some changes in my lifting. I need to be able to pull 485, 500 pounds at least 3 days a week, which means I need to cut my volume back a little bit, and I need to start doing like singles. You know, that's really what it's going to be. I kind of like the high frequency at Juggernaut Fitness TV with Jason Blaha. I like that style. I tried that. The only problem with that style is that I end up doing too much. This particular day when I trained today, I really trained really hard, so I'm pretty damn sore. As I'm recording this, I don't know when this is going to be posted, but my lower back is pretty fried, and I got a deadlift tomorrow. I'm really stiff. I also got a squat, but I'm going to pull 500 tomorrow, this is a Sunday, so on Wednesday I'm going to pull again, probably with much less sets. Probably I'm going to try to accumulate 5 repetitions, maybe 4 repetitions with 500 pounds or 495. And you can see with these 515 lift that 2 repetitions didn't look too bad. The second set here, you can see how I lock out too soon and I lose all my leverage, and then I have to grind it. But because I got to rest a little bit and go for a second set, I was all right. So what I do is I quickly drop down to 475 and do some rep work from there, trying to get more reps in. But by that time, I'm pretty exhausted. The main problem is I just keep thinking in my head what I learned from the Dan Green seminar is technical max. What is your technical max? And it seems to be my technical max is right around under 500 pounds, maybe 505. It just sort of depends on the day and how much recovery. What's happening with my training programming is that I'm starting to get beat up over after every other lifts, meaning that because I squatted the day before I did this deadlift session, so I was pretty worn out. So even though I didn't feel sore, my full body's fatigued. Other factors that have to be consideration is my caloric intake, trying to drop a weight class, so many little different things. And I'm just trying to freaking rip this weight off the ground and just freaking figure it out. And I'm just basically getting some work done. My form and technique is breaking down, and I'm just frustrated. So I just need to figure out a way to build myself up so that way I can really get this down. So what it's going to come down to is really figuring out my position and form. I need to spend more time mobilizing the hips, hamstrings. I probably need to take a little bit of a wider stance that allows to get me a little bit more torque from the hips. That way I can push my knees out just a tiny bit. And I probably need to turn my feet out a little bit as well. I think I was pushing my knees out, but I think I just need a little bit wider stance. So that's one of the main things I like about training more frequent with heavy weights or even moderate weights is that I get to practice more. On this set here, you can see I pull a little bit slower, and the reason for this is I'm thinking that you can see how my shoulders are a little bit just not behind the bar fast enough. So there's just so many little small details of this that just kind of keeps me thinking, man, what is fucking going on here? There's just too much. Here's on a deficit. Not too bad, doesn't look too bad. I'm pretty strong, but you can see how I'm still pitched forward. I know the camera angle might be exacerbating the movement, the positioning a little bit, but I'm definitely, my shoulders, it's not in front of the bar obviously because otherwise the bar wouldn't come up, but it's not in an ideal position because my hips are not doing the extension from the beginning. Well, they are. It's just that there's so much room in there for improvement with getting that hip extension, the proper hip movement, and hopefully after my next deadlifting session, I'll have some better stuff to share about kind of what I learned. Because every deadlifting session, every time I lift heavy, every time I have a frustration or get to a point where my lifting isn't where it should be, or I always have an epiphany. And the epiphany I got here is I need to lift more frequent. The other thing too is that I remember from Massthetics, one of the things that also helped me is keeping the belt a little bit higher around the rib cage, because that prevents you from folding forward. Makes a big difference. And I could have worn my belt a little bit higher. And that's pretty much it for right now. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Click like if you haven't already.